Hello friends, I'm so excited to be back with another video. If you're new to the channel, I'm wannabeNPC, or NPC for short. I'm a variety streamer over on Twitch, a YouTube content creator, and a writer. If you check out my Ko-fi, I have many blog posts and workbooks available to help people with self-care and streaming. I would also like to remind everyone that this video is not medical advice, nor is it a substitution for therapy. This video and all of my content is for entertainment purposes only. If you need mental health assistance or you are in crisis, please check out the resources in the description area of this video or seek professional help. So let's get to it. Today we are talking about journaling while you see my ridiculously terrible build of a Sims office. As you're going to see in this video, I'm an absolute noob when it comes to building in The Sims. It's not easy to decorate in The Sims like it is for me to do in Animal Crossing. So I decided to build an office in The Sims to go with our theme of journaling and take my Sims building a little slowly. And I thought that I would share that I have many journals and methods of planning, and I tend to do almost all of my writing when I'm sitting at my desk in my office. So during my streams and often on my Instagram and Twitter, I talk about how journaling has transformed me as a person and how I believe it's such a great way to improve your mental health. I started journaling as a child, and my first journal entries happened to be about how much I hated visiting my grandparents and the state that they lived in. Not because I didn't like my grandparents, but I just didn't. I was bored. I was bored all the time. And I was cranky in the first few entries that existed. As I got older, I would write poetry all over my planners in middle school, and I would journal many, many nights throughout those years and well into high school. Writing has always been a part of me. It allows me to kind of slow my mind down and just be myself in a space where nobody else has to hear or know my thoughts, thank goodness. And as I've gotten older, my journaling has taken on a new form. Sometimes I follow prompts, and sometimes I write pages and pages of what's stressing me on my mind. And every once in a while, I'll write about a happy memory that I don't want to forget. And I guess you could say that journaling helps me a little bit with my memory, which is really, really cool. And I used to bullet journal for about a year and a half, and I used to create all these different themes, and it was great. I was able to be artsy and creative, and my journaling was a mixture of planning and also just freely writing however I wanted to. However, I don't really find myself wanting to spend time creating bullet journal spreads anymore. Even though I love watching people create them on YouTube, they tend to be my most relaxing videos that I watch. And I currently use a plum paper planner to track my to-do lists and events in my daily life. A line a day journal, which is pretty dope. And I just write my regular journal about where I write whatever comes to mind. And I don't write every single day, even though part of me wishes I would just make time to do it. I'm still trying to find time in the day where I could just focus on dumping everything in my brain. Since I've been journaling since I was a child, you might be curious about how often I do it or if I found benefits, and my answer is yes. Journaling helps me picture myself completing my goals, helps me check in with what I need to improve on, and helps me be honest with myself about what I'm feeling. Every month I write about how I've been feeling physically, mentally, and also spiritually, and I explore where I need to make improvements. I also track my social media following, and if I'm feeling extra productive, I'll even track my expenses and income. I might do some adulting there. But most importantly, I find that I discover patterns within myself. Not long ago, I actually found journal entries from when I was in my first relationship. I remember how I used to sit in my bed. I would get my laptop and I would journal on my computer at that time. I wasn't really doing a lot of handwriting. And I remember writing about how happy I was, or at least that's how I remembered it. However, when I read those posts now, I can see how much pain I was actually in. And I was trying so hard to make him happy, and I completely forgot about myself. And it's strange to see how blind I was to my own needs. And now that I'm older and I entered into my own therapy and I've continuously practiced self-reflection, I'm able to identify these patterns in myself and in my relationships and see if they repeat or see if I can heal them. And to me, journaling is just a great way to like reduce stress in my life and anxiety, even though it doesn't offer immediate relief. It's not like I journal and then poof, my pain is gone. Journaling is really like having many continuous conversations about multiple topics, and those conversations are with yourself. And with each conversation you have, you get a little bit closer to exploring your feelings, your patterns, and maybe, just maybe, healing some of those anxious and depressed thoughts that you're experiencing. I think journaling has also made me a significantly better writer over time. I find myself writing more blog posts over on Ko-fi, and I've had multiple blogs in my life, or writing papers and research much more easily, and I think it's because the words are much more able to flow onto the page after practicing for many years. If you have trouble journaling and don't know where to start, that is totally okay. I'm gonna just self-plug over here because I have a few very affordable workbooks and free handouts on my Ko-fi shop to help you get started in exploring your mind, your spirituality, and your goals. I think it's important to remember that journaling doesn't have to be done in a specific way, though. I think that's really important. Sometimes I just journal with lists of my feelings, and sometimes I make what I call like a mind map and draw out all my thoughts splattered on a page, and I draw arrows to find connections between each thought. You don't have to follow like a specific method or a format or routine if you really don't want to. And I know saying that might feel obvious, like of course I don't have to do that. I've actually had multiple people tell me that they just get stressed out by journaling because they can't follow a format. So I really encourage you, and I encourage any of them, to let go of any rules you have about formats and journaling, and just write when your head feels really full. Your writing doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be yours. If you don't believe me that journaling can be really helpful for you and your mental health and help you feel a little freer, then I want you to take a look at some studies. I'll leave a link in the description area to the Positive Psychology website, where there's an article that points to specific studies. And the article notes that journaling can help boost your mood, enhance your well-being, and reduce symptoms of depression before like an important event, like let's say you're taking a test or going into a surgery. So any kind of event that you might be nervous about, it can help also improve your working memory and even reduce avoidance symptoms when you're processing trauma. It's actually a really good, important part of treatment. So while journaling can't make all the bad feelings go away necessarily, it can help you process and experience your emotions in a way where you can identify what you're feeling and how it's affecting your life, and really helps you be honest with yourself. But thank you so much for watching and listening today. I hope you enjoyed this very, very mediocre or terrible Sims build. It will be really cool to see how my building skills improve over time in these videos. So thank you again, and please consider liking this video, subscribing to this channel, following me on Twitch, and joining the Discord server. We would love to have you join our little community, and I'm hoping to reach 1,000 followers over on Twitch soon. Once we hit 1,000 followers, I'm going to have a 12-hour stream, my first one ever. I also have some links in the description area that could be helpful to you. So thank you again for all your support, and please, please, please do not forget to take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Talk to you all soon.